For my genogram, I started with my grandma's parents. My grandma's dad passed away at 74, and my grandma's mother passed away at 77. It was both of old age. They had 4 girls prior to their death and 1 boy. The 1 boy had schizophrenia and spent most of his adult life in a mental institution. My grandma met my grandpa when they were in their teens, right before World War II. My grandpa was deployed to fight in World War II and came back in the middle of the war and married my grandmother. And then throughout the rest of the world, they traveled together in France and other countries. When they came back, they wanted to have a child together, but found out that they could not. So they started to go through an adoption process to adopt a little baby boy. During this process, my grandma found out that she was pregnant with my dad, and they ended the adoption process. My dad was born, and he was premature, and they had to have him in an incubator for 4 months after he was born. At this time, my grandparents were stressed out, but he ended up living a healthy childhood. It wasn't until his mid-20s he developed an alcohol dependency and became an alcoholic up until his mid-40s, but he is now sober. I tried to show that he was an alcoholic at one point in my genogram. When my parents were in their early 30s, they met and they were seeing each other and other people. During this time, my mother got pregnant with my sister by my dad, and they felt that because of their religious values that they needed to get married. So they did. 4 years later, I was born, and my parents continued to stay married, although it wasn't the happiest relationship. I think that they did it for the betterment of my sister and I, and they felt that it would be best if they stayed together. To this day, they have stayed together, and their relationship has improved much. Now living is just myself, my sister, and my parents. Thank you.